Welcome everybody. Welcome to this corner, which I like to call DC from DC. Allow myself to introduce myself. My name is DC, and I just happen to run the absolute worst channel on Twitch. So keep that in mind and keep your expectations low. And when you get low, take it down level lower. Now, if this is the first time joining us, welcome, prepare for a treat, and prepare to shenan. If you've joined us before, welcome back and prepare to shenan again. And if you look at this video that gets recorded and saved to the channel as a VOD, or maybe saved in other places online, welcome to YouTube. We meet here various days during the week, doing various different things, but each day is disorganized around a different theme. Today is Thursday, so it's Friday Eve, and we call that beeping NBL. What that means is that we we hold space for people if they've been going through whatever they're going through, so that way they can get it off them and then go into the weekend unbothered, unbugged, and just carefree of life. However, sometimes we take all that negative and leave it, and then we fill it up with some different content. So what we have on the menu today is Even Sun. We're finishing out the first season of Kino Nane Tibeta, What Did You Eat Yesterday? And then also we're starting Kinky Boots. And we may have a special guest coming. But all that's was supposed to happen, but as you know, if you've been here before, not people who just showed up, but people who've come here before, you know, what we have, the menu is merely a suggestion to what we do. Like, sometimes we do other things. Sometimes we do, just play music and do other things. Anyway, but that's what's going to happen. And that's my opening credits and my little spiel. So, the crappy part of the stream is going to be, I usually say this is the worst part of the stream, worst channel, but, so we're usually bad unless we bring on somebody great. Like usually on Wednesdays, it's honestly a crappy stream until like Kieran gets here on Wednesday, and also it's on Tuesdays. It was a crappy stream until Shaki came around, and so Thursdays is usually a crappy stream, except we're bringing this person on. It's hard to get this person. This person has toured. This person is like well-known, fabulous, future EGOTer. They like only need like a G, an O, a T and an E, but they're on the way to getting an EGOT, and this is a person who also has a wealth of information, and we're about to get into this other musical here. And we've been doing musicals for a while here, and I can only do musicals with my average knowledge. But this person is in the industry, so they know. It's like when I bring in Kieran to talk about Pinoy culture, this person is bringing in their music knowledge to help to teach the children. And I'm all about teaching people. I'm all about learning myself. So, this is all that I have to say. I can't. I know them, I love them, you know them, you love them, and bringing to the stage the one, the only, the many times imitated, never quite duplicated, the lovely, the boisterous, the beautiful, future EGOTer, Topher.
I mean, that is certainly an introduction of sorts. I don't know if I agree with that. Things aside from the missing of the E that and O to D. But whilst you were saying that, I did run off. But try listening real quick, because I got two Nancy's.
Right.
Ends. They're not the E, the G, the O, or the T, but they are ends, which mean absolutely nothing to nobody. But I got them.
That's a nigot. Nigot.
I'm a nigot. Which could be a slur somewhere. That's the slur you say it. Yes, hello.
Hi. Oh, let me bring this over here underneath. Right underneath you, right there. There you go. Hi, Topher. We finally got you on the stream. Everybody's been coming through, and I know that you've been busy. You've been booked and busy.
Blessed and exhausted.
Also, I just first time, I just want to let you know. I have I have a passion to be either like Ricky Lake or Sally Joshua Raphael or like Oprah. So I'm going to interview you. So that's what it's about. And then, because you tell the people what you've been up to. Oh my goodness.
I mean, the last couple weeks I've been kind of just coming down, and I've just been at anyone who's been on my channel or was on my streams before I went on hiatus for like 2 months knows that May was a busy time. It was very, very busy. Happy, but busy. I was doing, in the span of a month and a half, I did 5 different shows. With a lot of driving back and forth, because I'm a psychopath.
Oh, okay.
Crazy person. I did Kinky Boots, which we may or may not, be viewing at some point. And then I did 3. Yeah, I did 3 shows. I was doing that locally, and then I was also down in South Florida doing educational theater. So in the mornings I was down in South Florida, then I would drive back to town to do Kinky Boots in the evening, then I would drive back to South Florida to do educational theater the next morning, and then drive back to town to do Kinky Boots. And I did that for a solid 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
I was exhausted, but it was good. It was good. No, that's what I was gonna say. I wouldn't change a thing. That's why I would change some things.
Maybe make it closer. Maybe
make it closer, or I guess have a more definitive talk with my boss. Because my boss, when I first got cast in Kinky Boots, he asked me, "Do you think you'll be able to do the educational theater shows?" Because I do those every year. Like, do you think you'll be able to do this year, or should we find someone else? I was like, I should be able to. Then as things got closer, he's like, hey, I just wanted to double check, because I can ask Steve, who's another one of their regular actors. I was like, check with him and see if he's available, because I know he's busy. And if he's not, I can make it work. What he heard was Topher says he can make it work. So and that's what he told Steve. So then when I talked to Steve weeks after, he's like, yeah, Rick told me that you said you were fine. I was like, that's an interpretation of words I said. All of those words did leave my lips. There was more context to the words, but yes, that is. So if I could change one thing, I guess I would change that. That would be a little bit more. Get someone else, but.
But you made it through, barely. You made it through, barely. Because I remember at the beginning of the year, you were preparing for Kinky Boots, and you were in the gym. Baby, y'all, he was inside the gym. He was just working out. He was just getting snatched.
Clearly, that all worked out really well. Go real well for all of it.
You know what? The show is over with. You could eat all the ice cream you want. You know what? It's always a moment in time, and
See, like the first like 2-3 weeks, maybe like a month and a half of rehearsal, I was like, okay, yes, I'm going to the gym. I was getting snatched, I was dieting, all that kind of stuff. But then it got to a certain point where I'm like, I have like 2 or 3 weeks left. I'm not going to be a size 2. I'm going to just go ahead and have a side of fries. That's fine. I'm just go ahead and do this. So like about halfway through the rehearsal process, I'm like, yeah, no, body is what it is. If I was 20, I can drop however many pounds like that. I'm like, no, body is what it is right now. We got courses to release, and so you're okay.
Okay. So you still made it through everything, and you were just like, body's good, and your exercise, your cardiovascular was just like, hey.
Yes. It's like, as long as I can sing and or dance, semi-sort of at the same time.
You know what? Hey, Mariah Carey made a whole career of just singing. All the dancing and stuff, she left it to Janet and everybody else. She was just get on the stage and she sang.
And honestly, that's what I was hoping for. Because like once we get into the show, for those who are familiar with the stage, or familiar with the show, like I play drag queen, and I have this other group of drag queens in the club called the Angels, and they're basically like, they're my girls. And like the mother in the club, and they're my girls. And my thought process when I came into the audition process and when I got cast, I was like, okay, I would like to be Adele and stand and sing. I would like to park and bark whilst the Angels do things around me. And the choreographer was like, okay, I would like you to be Beyonce. And I was like, that's an idea. And I appreciate the confidence you have in me, but I planned to be Adele. Maybe the Dame Shirley Bassey. I planned to stand and keep you things, and he just was like, okay, well, we're gonna shout. Sure. He kept giving me choreo and making me run all over the place. How
about Delance?
Delance? I didn't come to that. I just wanted. Yeah. As the rehearsals went on, I found my moments. I found my places where I'm like, okay, he's not looking. We're gonna stand here. It's okay. We're not gonna run cry this hard. And it's fine. It's fine. It all works out.
Do you feel really happy for everything? Do you feel proud of the work that you created and stuff like that, especially after all the shows? Do you feel like...
I do, except for maybe this particular because I don't remember what state I don't remember what was going on, but I remember because they didn't tell us that what day they were. So we only found out they were recording when we like went out for our mic checks, and we saw people like setting cameras.
Ooh.
Which like I prefer just don't tell me that you're recording, because like there are a lot of people just like get camera shy or it gets in their head or whatnot. Like, oh, this is gonna be the recording. This is gonna be the recording. So like, but I don't remember what was going on. I just remember not being in a good mood that day, or like things just weren't working. My makeup just wasn't cooperating. And there was there's some other stuff backstage, and like I just remember there were a lot of things that just were not working the way I wanted them to work that day. And I just got to the point where I'm like, fuck it. This is what I'm recording. This is what I'm getting. Whatever is what it is. So yeah, I don't know if this is the performance I'm proud of, but overall, the show.
But overall, you're gonna do it again?
No time soon. No time soon. Because it's been a dream role for the longest time, and I love the show, but like actually having done it, I'm like, I need to sit down with whoever wrote the script for this show. Because like I know Cyndi Lauper wrote the music, and the music is fantastic. But she wrote. Yep, she wrote most of the score, if not all of it. But whoever wrote the actual script itself, I'm like, we need to talk, because why did you decide to have my character have 17 costume changes? Like why do I not breathe at this entire show? Why is every time I leave the stage to change costume and immediately come back? Like why does the other guy get to just wear the same thing all practically the whole damn show. Why is he Bart Simpson and I have to be like as exhausted?
I will say this. I remember seeing the movie long ago, but I've not seen the musical. I haven't seen the Kinky Boots musical. So this is new to me. Also, I've seen Cyndi Lauper in concert when she was like later on with the True Colors, and that True Colors, like Cyndi Lauper, even like in like 2000 to 2010, she could still, like, her voice is amazing. She could still blow. She's like, she's still like all of the tones and stuff like that, and she's just not like girls just want to have fun. She's like, she really can sing and stuff like that. So she's still amazing. So I'd be really interested in hearing the song and stuff like that. The song and stuff like that. And just the last question I'm gonna ask. What is your favorite number or just song in the whole?
My favorite song, even before I was in it, is always History of Wrong Guys, which is not even my song. There's another character, Lauren, who the actress who played her is honestly probably the best, if not one of the two best singers in the entire show. And it's funny and it's relatable. It's a song all about, you know, every person I pick is always the wrong person for me for some reason. Either they don't like me, or they're emotionally unavailable. They love their mom too much. They're like, whatever. And just going down a list of reasons why this person is the wrong person for me and why that is the case every single time.
Did Cyndi Lauper decide to just follow me, or like what? I need royalties from her. I need royalties from this. Okay.
Yeah, so that's my favorite song. My favorite, see me in that. It won't happen. You guys won't see it until next week. It's in Act 2.
Okay.
But we'll just say that there is a person in the cast who I find particularly attractive, and I made that no secret. And by I find them attractive, I mean everybody who sees them finds them attractive. There's a scene in the second act where we have a contest, and I manifested so hard for the costumer to put him in no shirt. And they did, and I was proud of my look.
Did you give him the costumer $20 after? I was like, good show. Good showing. Like,
I made sure to bring in fresh baked goods every time I knew that they were going to be around. And I was like, you did good, girls. Good job for us. Yes, y'all see that next.
This is just the pre-show letting the people know to shut off their damn phones.
Who's the lonely wanker who come up with the idea that vibrating is silence? All understood?
I like this.
All right, then. I'll bring you in the break, yeah?
Patti LuPone would be proud.
I know. I love Patti LuPone. This may be a really weird question, but everybody's local? Like everybody's from Florida and area?
I think the guy who played the lead had just moved here from, I forget where. He moved from another state, but everyone else was local.
Okay.
It took us forever to find a little black boy to play Little Me.
Really? Good on him to be able to walk in high heels.
Take those things off your feet and get inside here, stupid boy.
Daddy was a dick.
Charlie, here are the shoes I told you about. Come on, let's see. Can't be the most necessary things ever. If you want to slip a ring on my finger, you'll first slip these shoes on my feet.
Had possible like the Northampton, what'd you
It's
say?
a good thing we're moving to London then, and won't they make a fitting farewell to the stink of
I believe in you, Gammy. I think you can wear
We
heels.
weren't born in a small factory town. We sure as hell don't have to die there.
See the price? That's 3 months' rent.
Kitchen or paper on that is up to you. But these shoes are in my future. To new beginnings. Hello to sunny days. We're on blood for a while now. Goodbye to small town ways. Till it's impossible to find a trace of what we left behind. And our defining element is in these shoes. The most beautiful thing in the world. The most beautiful thing in the world. Showing that I know. The most beautiful thing in the world. The most beautiful thing in the world. Showing it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Your life, your future's right here in this factory. You belong here.
Oh, Dad, I belong with Nicola in London.
You belong here.
You chose my journey?
But to leave your family and home for a job shopping in London?
Marketing, Dad. Richard Bailey offered Nicola and me positions marketing real estate.
Breaking my heart, Charlie.
To you, Dad.
Shoes can protect a man's journey, but only his heart can choose a path. And so I toast our own Charlie. May you never fail to point your shoes back home.
Charlie, beautiful, it's beautiful. Beautiful, it's beautiful.
These shoes are symbols of our family history.
These shoes will carry me to where I want to be.
These shoes are
These shoes will carry me to where I want to be. You go anywhere 'cause you belong to me.
Do all you realize we're talking about shoes?
The most beautiful thing in the world. The most beautiful thing in the world, Charlie.
You put him in an apron, but he's still fine.
Beautiful, beautiful thing in the world. The most beautiful thing in the world, Charlie. And I know. The most beautiful thing in the world. The most beautiful thing in the world, Charlie. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's
Yeah, like anytime that I'm not on stage, I saw nothing. So this is my first time seeing
God,
all
this
of this.
place
Huh.
is dirty and small and dreary and everything about it needs replacing. Except
Me.
the address! We're in London, Charlie! London! London! London!
Where'd you say we were?
London!
So, you happy, Nick?
Ecstatic. Aren't you?
I'm happy you're happy.
Is that really the best you can do?
Hold on to that.
Right.
You can always go back and muck in with your dad.
And make shoes? Trust me, that is not what I want.
What is it you want?
Hello? Yes. This is his son. When? How?
Trust your feet in presence, our work is dry and true. Practical, pragmatical, steadfast and sturdy too.
Dang. You just moved to London and then you're dead.
And now he's got to inherit the factory.
Right. I'm like, I just got here last week. I just unpacked the last of my book.
Your father be proud to see you standing there, Mr. Price.
Christ, God, you know me my whole life. Call me Charlie.
Price and Sons needs of Mr. Price. Mr. Price.
I'm glad you brought that up. You see, my father had always intended one day I'd take over the factory, but I never actually expected to be any kind of...
Excuse me, sir, if you could just, they're all waiting below. A couple words. They'd appreciate hearing from the new head of Price and Sons.
That's not really necessary, is it?
Just a few words, sir.
Right.
Oi, oi, eh? Quiet down, the little prince has got something to say.
Steady.
Hello. Hi. Yeah, cheers. Thank you for the flowers and the notes and whatnot.
Perhaps some encouraging words about the future.
Right. Let's keep making shoes. Great shoes. And good luck with that.
Wow, that wanker's got away with words.
Yeah.
Mr. Price, come quick. Chambers has sent back their entire shoe order.
After you, Mr. Price.
Can someone sign for these? I've got to get all these shoes off my truck. Something wrong with them? Ask someone who cares. Sign all three. Alright, I guess we put these in the storeroom then, yeah?
Chambers winter shoe order's already in there.
What?
Chambers spring shoe order.
And we're currently manufacturing?
Chambers summer shoe order. And it's a big one.
Do you mean to tell me we have a year's worth of shoes and know when to buy them?
Started some time back. Chambers cut down orders, but cutting back production when they're cutting back workers' hours. Your father wouldn't deal with it.
I would have thought he had told you, but you were at university and with your girl.
What's to be done with all these shoes?
Once or twice your father sold the overstock to the discount chains.
So, it's happened before.
Never as bad as this.
As of late, he seemed less concerned. He said he had come up with some sort of a plan.
A plan? What sort of plan?
Ladies and gents, bands on break! Back in 5! Whoop. Not bad for a discount shoe salesman, huh? Well, mate, I assume you didn't come all the way to London just to buy me a drink.
Seems we find ourselves at 600 pence of brogues and no buyers.
Chambers finally cancelled their entire order completely, I heard.
That's when I remember the time that your dad found his supply short, and my father, at no small expense, took on the task of covering the shortfall.
You know, better bring up ancient history.
I'll give them to you at cost. Cost, Harry, for old time's sake.
You see these, Charlie? I bought these from Slovakia and sell them at a fraction of your cost.
Yeah, but the shame. A Price and Son shoe will last a man a lifetime. But poor Sorry buys these is gonna need a new one next season.
Yeah, and I'll be right there to sell them a pair at a very affordable price, huh?
You ever hear the saying that a poor man stays poor because he buys cheap shoes?
Yeah, and you ever heard the saying, no matter how far down the wrong road you've gone, turn back. Look, selling off inventory is only going to prolong the inevitable. But tell me, Charlie, is manufacturing shoes really what you had your cap set on?
Is selling cheap imports your aspiration?
If my life was nothing more than selling shoes, you would find me swinging by my tie from a steam pipe. My guitar, my mates, and my music are my estate. Ain't perfect, but it's what I got. Remember the pub where our fathers went to spend the end of their day.
Remember the yard behind the pub where we run and play?
Yeah, well, now the pub is a laundromat.
Now the yard is a high-rise flat.
You can't go back, you can't make it last. You gotta take what you got. Even when your life is in knots, you take aim, take your shot. Sometimes you gotta rewrite the plot. You gotta take what you got.
You'd always say that one of these days you get out of Northampton town.
You'd always say that you wouldn't stay, no, you wouldn't stick around.
Never knew what I wanted before. Now I'm even more unsure.
You can't move on if you're still in the past. You gotta take what you got. Even when your life is in knots, you take aim, take your shot. Sometimes you gotta rewrite the plot. You gotta take what you got.
Everybody's telling me what I need to be. Change with the times, move to London town, or live out a legacy. Well, maybe this time I'll take that chance, leaping to the vast expanse. Maybe it's time to seize my destiny. My destiny.
If you're on the wrong road, turn back.
So, you'll help me out? Thank you, Harry!
2, 3, you gotta take what you got. Even when your life is in knots, you take aim, take your shot. Sometimes you gotta rewrite the plot. You gotta take what you got. You gotta take what you got.
It's fun to see the lighting in all this stuff.
You say what?
It's fun to see it with all the lighting and set pieces and whatnot.
Hey, a Price and Son shoe will last a man a lifetime.
So I signed you as a man who's a problem with shoes?
Alright, fellas, let's go easy now.
If you like, darling, we can start off easy and take it from there.
I'm all the privilege.
I'm not done something that you've had your fun.
What if I say mind your own business?
Then the lady going
Oh,
away.
you can
chat.
Leave expectations at the door. Just let your eyes explore. Now somebody there, my boot area. I got a laces looking feet. My eyes is hard to see. I am free of my position, free of contradiction. You guys come from peace, up and down the eyes. Once you walk inside these doors, you're mine. I let you blow your mind and watch your hands.
I love them.
Backing up with the shoulders.
That's because I couldn't give them anything else.
No, I like it.
It's like I can give you shoulders and still sing. Anything else is a bit far too much.
Oh my God, this is so good. I didn't.
1 second. That was my goal the whole time, to stand there. They did things.
What they did.
So the further we got, the more I made that happen.
So this for me, I don't know how to describe it. So I use my words. So I love it when I'm listening to a singer and they have a full voice, and you have a full voice. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, okay, sometimes like, especially like the people from the 80s and 90s, they had full voices. A lot of times now, people they'll sing, but I guess they're really throaty, or I don't know, but it's
Kind of thin.
right. Kind of thin. That's the only way I can. It's the best way that I can. I'm not good with music,
I
but
completely get it. And there's nothing wrong with people that can sound.
right,
I love it.
right.
That's just not the way God made me, unfortunately. Right. God gave me a big, hefty, robust. He gave me a big voice. The body. There are times I wish I had a nice light, whatever, so I could do all the fancy runs and all that stuff other people can. No, God made me live with Andros. He didn't make me out on all the other people.
I like Luther Ambrose. Everybody like Luther. But so I like that. Also, I have another question that I was thinking this. Are the other players, are they, I don't know, professional drag queens, but do they also do drag?
Two of them do.
That's what.
Two of them are non-binary and play a lot with makeup and gender expression in general, so they're familiar.
Okay.
And then two of them were actual women.
Okay. Right. So that's why I was picking up on that. I was like, okay, because I know oftentimes when I see productions or if I see movies and stuff like that, and you have like the star, but there's like cast members, and you're like, oh, that's drag queen. That's them.
Yeah, you'll be able to point about it as the thing goes on.
Right. Okay.
And I was so happy to have him. Like, as soon as I saw the cast list, and I knew nobody, but I just went on like Facebook stalking. And I was like, yes, okay, it's gonna be a good show. Yes,
exactly. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. And look, people say in the chat, it's like looking amazing. Wow, you go. Yes.
Stop. Eastland Tower versus this out. Is that what we're calling my bosoms? But I mean, also, I like to pads aggressively to big woman.
You know, hey, protect what you were given. Pad it and protect it.
Exactly. I'm keeping it safe from harm. Oh, bye.
Okay.
He lives. Hello. They call me Lola because that's my name. Very sweet. You ride into my rescue. Very Prince Charming.
You don't appear to be in need of much rescue.
A girl's got to know how to look after herself. There's some very funny people out there. How's your shin? Don't flatter yourself. I'll say one thing for you. You're hard-headed. Your chin whacked my heel clean off.
I can fix these for you, but they're just cheap boots.
Very expensive boots. But cheaply made. Boy, I'd give my left tit for a shoe that could stand up to me. But it is my curse to love these things.
Oh. Allow me.
Oh, why, thank you, Mr. Not to be presumptuous, but you are Mr., right?
Charlie from Northampton.
Well, Charlie from Northampton. If you'll excuse me, I need to start the second show. There's a room full of people waiting to feel normal by comparison. But by all means, please, feel free to join the fun.
That's very kind, thank you, but no, not for me. I'd best be getting back. I have a factory full of workers that need firing tomorrow morning.
Then they call me Kinky. Well, as Oscar Wilde once said, be yourself. Everyone else is already.
Ooh.
So, one thing about that scene, aside from the fact that I have to change costumes twice on stage, there was one night that my dresser, who was standing behind that dressing curtain, she had the outfit that I'm wearing right there. It's just one of my corsets that we had pre-laced, and they sewed this whole skirt on, and it just buckles in the so basically, I run off stage, I run off behind the curtain, I just throw my arms back into the thing, she wraps it around me, and I do all while I'm saying my line, and then I walk out and blah, blah, blah. There's one that actually had it backwards. So she put it on me, and I'm like, the buckles are on the inside, I can't do anything, so I'm like, I take it off, and she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, well, I've got to say my line, so I went out in my black underwear for this whole next part, because we kept this backward, this whole time to put it on. Yeah, fast changes.
But we get to see the brief for person. Did you? Is that yours?
Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my corset. They just added the black skirt to the bottom of it.
Ladies, gentlemen, ladies, friends, and you. I invite you to the crowd. You may see something you want.
I'm glad they changed that line from the original.
Did you catch that? I made a man disappear with just one wink. Oh, such a pity my girls wanted to meet him. Isn't that right, girls? Don't worry, you're perfectly safe. My girls are harmless. But then again, this is live theater, so you never know. With expectations at the door.
shut down.
Please, Charlie. My girls just started school. It's the uniforms, love. And me. With no husband at home to help.
I'm sorry, Trish, but Chambers has canceled our contract, so what else can I do?
Is that what this is all about? Then Chambers' shoe returns. So you've got a bit of bad news. But chin up, John. As my mother used to say, don't worry about today, because today ain't tomorrow. So thanks for the chat, Charlie. And good luck.
No, Trish, it's not like
He's like,
that.
I will not be fired.
Trish!
You're fired. No. What?
So I'm giving everyone a 2-week notice. We use this time to round out production, take inventory, clean the machines.
Who are you kidding? I've been working here since you and me was kids. I'm third generation Price and Son.
The fact is that 9 out of 10 shoe manufacturers have already shut down. So unless we can find some miracle buyer, what else can I do?
Do what you like, but you can't find me. Remember back at school when you were trying to cut me off your rugby team? Remember what happened?
You threw me down a flight of stairs and got suspended?
Yeah, but I stayed on the team.
What else can I do? We can't keep making things no one wants.
Make something they do.
Make something that you want.
Make something they do want. Change the product.
Lauren, this is a shoe factory. We make shoes.
Not ones anyone wants. Over at the Wincombe factory, they noticed lack of all-weather hiking shoes. So they started making all-weather hiking shoes and saved the factory. Toadies have started making sandals. All the sods who survived went out searching for an underserved niche market and aimed to fill the void. They didn't sit up in their offices whining, what else can I do? Well, my wedding shoes are still here, but my fiancé is nowhere in sight.
Sorry, they got completely underwater.
Are you saying you still haven't left? Charlie, we have an appointment. If we lose this haul, we'll wind up getting married in a fish and chip shop.
Now that sounds like fun.
Are you seriously standing me up?
Come on, Nick. Do we really need a flashy wedding? At the end of the day, shouldn't it be all about us?
A wedding announces to the world who you as a couple are going to be.
I just given 2-week notices to George, Dawn, Maggie, Trish.
Right. I forgot to ask Maggie to be a bridesmaid. She'll like that,
I think you like getting a paycheck a little bit better. Honestly, they wouldn't save these people's jobs, tell the world a little bit more about us than some fancy party and a pair of 900 quid shoes you wear once. I mean, talk about your niche market. Talk about your niche market.
eh? Talk about what? Niche market?
Take what you got, change the product, find an underserved niche market, and they are certainly a completely underserved niche market.
Have you gone off your nut?
Nick, I'll bring you back. Lauren, to the office. Lauren, come see Charlie in his office right now.
This box says the next 2 weeks at least.
Oh. What are you staring at?
You'll have to forgive him. We don't get many transvestites in Northampton.
Don't kid yourself. You're never more than 10 steps away from some form of cross-dresser. And besides, they're not transvestites. They're drag queens.
There's a difference.
A drag queen puts on a frock and suddenly she's Cleopatra. A transvestite gets all done up and more often than not resembles Winston Churchill and his mother's knickers.
And so you are?
And insulted you need to ask. So you fired this lovely girl.
Americans are not very good at men's shoes.
Certainly I'm not.
How much do you weigh?
Exactly the right amount.
For a man, but you're wearing women's boots.
And I thought you weren't paying attention. What?
It's all wrong.
Hasn't stopped me yet.
A heel made for a woman cannot possibly support the weight of a man. You need something special.
And I deserve something special.
Well, if you trans veterans are written everywhere, like you say, then there must be some underserved niche market for properly built-to-last footwear for men who are women, dressed as women as men. Yes? No? The International Shoe Exhibition is in Milan next month. If we had something new, something no one else in the world had ever seen, we might just save our factory. I'd like to measure you up. Go back and make a sample pad.
All right, but first, riddle me this. Who gets to keep the boots? I'll give you a hint. The correct answer is, you do, Lola. You do, Lola. So where do I pick them up? The presses of Northampton, is it?
No. I'll bring them to you. I come to London all the time.
You don't want me to go to Northampton, do you?
No.
So sorry, but I've got a terrible habit of doing exactly the opposite of what I'm asked, which is probably why I'm wearing this frock today. See you in Northampton. Oh, and shall I make them perfect?
Right off stage, quick change.
Do I belong here? Am I what's wrong here? Know what I'm doing? Am I a fraud? Do I fit in? Where do I begin? Same old Charlie, frightened and flawed. So I pretend and keep my head up like I know how this will end. Maybe these pieces are falling together, making it feel like I'm not alone. Punching holes into this leather, this kind of feels like I'm back home. I'm watching myself, and I know what to do. Hey, look at me now. It's a shoe. This is time for a shake up. Look at me wake up. Taking control. This is a new beginning. My years are standing. Let's rock and roll. Just put one foot onward and forward. Yeah, I used to be a zero, but now I clearly feel I may be the hero who reinvents the heel. We may be facing the impossible. We may be chasing after miracles, and there may be the steepest mountain to overcome. But this is step one. Yeah, this is step one. Who knew I had it in me? Let me begin. our party prices around. We may be facing the impossible. We may be chasing after miracles. And there may be the steepest mountain to overcome. We may be facing the impossible. We may be chasing after miracles. And there may be the steepest mountain to overcome. But this is step one. Look what Charlie Boy has done. Yeah, this is step one.
Almost. I always had trouble with that song. He was always so hard on himself. But he tried hard every time.
But you know what?
What?
It's just we got. I don't. It reminds me. I don't know because I'm on culture and stuff like that. It reminds me of. It's a good song, but it also reminds me of in Rent. Living in
Yeah.
America at the turn
Yeah.
of the century.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that melody, yeah. It's
So-
almost,
Okay.
yeah. Now that you say that, I can hear that. Absolutely.
Which is, it doesn't mean it's bad. It just reminded me of that, and I was maybe also because I saw Rent lately. But yeah, no, okay. All right.
Is this.
I love what you're wearing.
Thank you. Everyone who came to see the show is like, this is my favorite outfit. I'm like,
Something wrong?
okay,
Dear
if you
Lord,
say
please
so.
you have not inspired something.
Walmart curtain skirt.
At the club, you said
Red.
you didn't specify. Burgundy is or red.
Burgundy is the color of hot water bottles. Red is the color of sex. Burgundy is for cardigans and golf apparel, but red is for passion and danger and signs that say, "Do not enter."
I've always been partial to pink.
Pink is for playthings. Yellow's for warnings, purple for princes, black for wannabes, and green's for pickles. But red is for sad.
Hey, Kern.
At least try them on. I guarantee that they're comfy.
Sex shouldn't be comfy.
Oh, good. I thought it was just me.
Comfy is what's putting you out of business. If you want to save this place, you're going to have to start manufacturing sex. 2.5 feet of irresistible, tubular sex.
At least look at the heel. You still can dance all night, beat up a football team, and this heel will still be whole. Isn't that what you wanted?
Not if it means looking like a Ukrainian folk dancer. Ladies, would you go out in something like this?
But, I'd say you look alright, sweetheart.
And what's your name, darling?
It's done to you, sweetheart.
Well, Dawn. If you can't get women to wear them, then you'll never get them on lyrics like me. And that's the power red you need! Oh, and Charlie, if you really want to put them over the top, look to the heel! The sex is in the heel, even if you break it. The sex is in the heel, honey, you can't fake it. Shut it up, 'cause I'm no flat tire. Knock it up 6 inches higher. The sex is in the heel, so just embrace it. I haven't got mine, but I brought my own backup. Ladies, tell the man what you need. Remind me to remind, so let us are in his love.
Word. In the heel.
I say I live for that. I live for that.
Authentic actual scientific reason, heels tonight in the hindquarter region, lifting the rear and making it appear hurt and ready for mating season.
That's the scientific view, but you know what I say. The sex is in the field, just as you can make it. The sex is the appeal, kinky boys handshaking.
Pump it up,
It's ostentatious,
pump it up.
it's contagious. The sex is in the heat, so just embrace it.
From London to Milan, feel like sheep are feeling. It will be alright. Won't go nowhere without my
Oh. So you just stood there, but come on now.
I wanted to just stand there. The Ferrari got me prepared to get this whole dance break in the middle. Thankfully, my skirt is so tight, I can only do so much. I took that as an excuse to not to.
Yes. I feel like a RuPaul judge right now.
Yes, yeah, I do like to jiggle in my chair most times.
You are not on these markets. That means interesting ideas here. All stiletto heels. It's physically impossible to make a stiletto that can bear the weight of a full-grown man.
Not so fast! If we could mold the steel, one piece from ball to heel, we underpin it and remake it so not even God could break it.
Look at it.
Sorry?
Not.
I said we underpin it and remake it so that even God could break it.
Not them in the back, like opening up.
We can do it!
They are my girls out
We
there.
can do it!
As soon as it heard Don.
I mean, we couldn't help it. He was fine.
we just might have something.
And that there is cause for celebration. Yes, I need a van to take 7 to the train station.
You've got to stay.
I'll ring back.
Uh,
B. Stay. Here. Yes? Charlie, I abandoned the provinces years ago, and your fellow Dolan there's a stellar reminder of mine.
Forget about Don. He's just
Like every other man in your family, Charlie. I escaped this life once. I'm not going back.
So you head back to London, and I'm here trying to save a factory that 4 generations of my family have poured their life's blood into?
Get to the part that applies to me.
Let's gamble the fate of this whole operation on you as a designer.
Designer? Well, now, who's kidding here? Give me feather, glitter, and a hot glue gun, and I can make the world a prettier place, but the designer?
I've been force-fed shoes since childhood, and I've never seen nothing like what you just drew.
They're drawings. The silly scribblings of a brackety sissy boy who doesn't know when to shut his cap. Have a gander at me, Charlie. I would trust me to babysit a cactus.
You are passionate about shoes. I haven't heard anyone talk about a field that way. Well, not since my father. You know what it's like to be passionate about something? Do you know how jealous I am? Me, I haven't been passionate about anything in my life. Huh, except snogging.
But you're forgetting something. I don't know how to make shoes.
It just so happens that I do. If we're to succeed, we'll need to produce a boot unlike anything anyone has ever seen. That is where you come in. And if we don't want to be laughed out of the land, but have to be executed so impeccably that no one can deny that we're comers to be reckoned with. 3 weeks. 3 weeks, Lola, that's all that I'm asking.
Is that a taxi or police car? Guess I'll find out when I offer him money.
Has fallen into your lap. The easy thing, maybe the sensible thing would be to run off and have a laugh about the time some nutter offered you a job designing kinky boots. But I promise,
He said the thing.
what if it said yes? What if I stayed?
Designer. A designer. Guess I could get used to that name. Kinky Boots. Ooh, baby. Lola's Kinky Boots.
oh, it's the thing again.
I hope you know you're going to have to make me a new sign. And I warn you, it had better be red.
Price and Son spent the last century making a range of shoes for men. We will begin this century making a range of shoes for a range of men. There's no doubt that it's do or die, but do we will. Now, are there any questions? Great. Let's make shoes. Boots.
Could I get your signature on these checks, Mr. Price?
George, I told you, it's Charlie.
Mr. Price, you've earned it. Today, at least.
Mr. Price, eh? Better than, what else can I do, Charlie? I'm take charge, Charlie, all the way now.
Very impressive.
Thanks to you.
Not anytime.
No. I mean it. Thanks to you. Thank you.
Charlie, can I get your opinion here?
This is the song I was talking about before we started.
Okay.
Oh no. You don't dare. Girl, 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 I am warning you. Oh. I think I'm gonna crush. I can't. I think I'm falling for him. Oh no. Why not? You have to make making bad choices since the beginning of time. Are you gonna be another one of mine? Ow.
Lauren? Lauren!
Ah!
Listen, I was thinking keeping you on the production line is a waste of your talents. I'd like you to work with me on the Milan show.
Oh, you don't owe me a job.
No?
No.
All of this started with you having a fit.
Yeah, well, I had a bit, but you had an idea. That's why some of us get our names on factories and the rest on punch cards.
As someone whose name is on a factory, I am asking if I may please place your name next to one of my executive punch cards. There's something in the tea.
No, it's just funny how, you can know someone all your life, but not really know them at all.
I guess I'll see you later then.
Sure thing. Boss, used to think you were from outer space. Who's this bright-eyed guy in your place? You're kind of cute when you're not so shy. Ow. I've been here before. Have I come back for more? Another chapter in the history of wrong guys. You used to be so orange like mustard war, but now you're changing into someone I just can't ignore. He's got a girlfriend, you knob. Why? Oh, they'll be nice when they're unavailable. Don't wanna be another star-crossed lover. We all know how that ends. I'm better off without him. We're better off as friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been here before. Have I come back for more? Another chapter in the history of wrong guys. Yesterday no spark, no heartache anymore. But today I'm feeling something I just can't ignore. Someday, oh, let's say, how did it hurt like this before? Has a girlfriend named
Ready to get to work?
I've been executized.
I love the dorkiness of it all.
Yes.
That is me. Her.
I didn't do
The awkwardness, the awkward.
That's why I love it so much.
What's the matter, George? Freddy the mistress will slap you down for not doing a bidding.
Well, you're as clever as you are rich. Come on, George. He's gone and made Parson's son the town joke, and you know it.
Happens, I don't so no such thing.
At Fisticuff's pub last night, the fellas from Delaney's Shoes was calling us slaves of the pub.
Well, with Delaney shuddering, one would think that those boys would have better things to do than to drink their money away. Meanwhile, I remember you all draw a paycheck here. So, why don't you sprinkle your yaps on your cake? Oh, it really puts you in your place, didn't it, Don?
Get stuffed. Love you. Here comes the Royal Highness now.
Just when you thought you'd seen it all. Have you got a bathroom down here?
I'm afraid all we got is men's and women's.
Charlie! Charlie, come quick! Lola's gone and locked herself in the loo. Hurry!
All right. I'll take care of it, but I'm gonna go into the ladies' room. You go out there and get her.
She's in the dance.
The what?
The men's room.
Well, of course she is. Lola, it's Charlie. Are you sick?
Depends who you ask.
No. Did somebody nick your frock?
Come up with the daft idea that maybe I ought to try and fit in.
Well, I guess you can get more work done this way. Less bits and bobs to catch on the machines.
Thanks for your support. God, put me in a gown and I can bellow Broomhilda in front of 500 drunks and have a laugh, but put me in menswear and I can't even solding well say hello. What am I doing here, Charlie?
Becoming a designer.
Did I ever ask to be one?
Did you always want to be a performer? I mean, when you was a kid.
Whatever it was I wanted as a kid, my father was sure to beat out of me.
Did Dad hit you?
No, not like that, no. He was a boxer. A proper prize fighter he was, who never got his championship match. But, presented with a baby boy, he figured if he couldn't hold the title belt over his head, then his son would.
I guess he didn't know about all the...
Of course he knew. But, he figured, if he pushed me, trained me himself. You heard right. I am a professionally trained boxer with a dozen or so amateur bouts to my name, so don't try me. But when I showed up for a fight wearing a white cocktail dress,
Yeah.
he disowned me. Refused to speak to me. Even when he come down with lung cancer. It's funny, really.
I know it's not part of the point, but I love the blue shoes and the blue shirt.
Those shoes were probably some of my favorite that they got me for this outfit. It's the only scene I wear them, but I love them.
My dad sat me down next to mine fighting son. For him, a done
Suede
deal, but
shoes.
for me,
Mm.
first opportunity, I grabbed my sweetie and hopped the next train out of town.
What was it you ran off to do?
Anything but what he wanted.
And yet, here you are.
Here I am.
When I was to be like you. Under my skin, my father always thought I was strong and fought, not like some albatross. I began to fit in. Look at me, powerless, holding my breath, trying hard to repress, but scared to death. It was never easy to be this type of man, to breathe freely. It's not in his plan, and the best part of me is what he wouldn't see. I'm not my father's son. I'm not the image of what he dreamed of, with the strength of style and the patience of Job. Still couldn't be the one to echo what he'd done and mirror what was not in me. So I jumped in my dreams and found an escape. Maybe I went to extremes of leather and lace, but the world seemed brighter 6 inches off the ground, and the air seemed lighter. I was profound, and I felt so proud just to live out loud. I'm not my father's son. I'm not the image what he dreamed of, the strength of Sparta, patience of Job. Still couldn't be the one to echo what he done and mirror what was not in me. The endless torrent of expectations swirling inside my mind wore me down. Came to a realization, and I finally turned around to see that I could just be me. I'm not my father's son. I'm not the image of what he dreamed of, with the strength of Sparta and the patience of Job. what was not in me. With the same Charlie boy, you and me. Charlie will not have to be silent and crackers. Let's make boots.
Yeah. Breakfast that we should have. So this was good.
Sorry. I don't believe what's happening in there.
Oh, stranger, don't I get a kiss?
Sorry, Nick. I'm just excited. We think we have a way to make the boots.
Slow down, Charlie. You said you'd hear us out, yeah? Like I said on the phone, some of this is going to come as a shock, but you promised you'd listen with an open mind. Charlie, you remember my boss, Richard Bailey?
I was almost your boss too, eh, mate? Sorry about your dad, but I hope once the dust settles, maybe you'll come back and work with us. In any event, I have to say, I'm cranked on this project. Not all buildings deserve a second life, but yours is special.
Second life?
Let the man talk, darling.
Price and Son condominiums. 1, 2, 3 lifestyle homes with all the amenities.
How exciting is that?
Look at the detail. It's not what you change about the building, it's what you preserve that marks a great conversion.
What makes you think we're up
You
to it?
promised to hear the man out.
Price and Son is not for sale.
Actually, it is. Unless you want to see it foreclosed.
If you listen, you know that I have found a solution.
Charlie, come quick. The Angels train has just pulled in and the first pair of boots on their final polish, but we can't unveil them without you. Oh, hello. My name's Lola. I'm the one designing Charlie's new line of transvestite footwear. Is there a chill in the air? Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I should just go away.
I love that. She delivered that perfectly.
The director gave me an idea. He's like, I need you to like just like crouch and run away. And I was like, Jack McFarlane, just Jack. Done.
It's telling you the truth. Selling the building was your father's idea. Yes, your father's idea. He approached Richard months ago. Tell him.
It's true. Your dad and I had several meetings.
You yourself told me that he had a plan. Remember? Well, this was it. The contracts were almost done when he passed. We can show you the papers. When Richard came to me first, lest you doubted your father thought you could run the business. But don't look so down. This is all good news. The deal Richard's put together will bring you the factory, settle your family's debts, and ensure our future with a career-defining selling opportunity. We even get a model flat rent-free while we're selling.
I'm asking you to have a little bit of faith.
Stop! Are you deaf? Your father was cashing out. You owe him nothing. The prison door's open, Charlie. You're free. All you have to do is walk away.
You're always telling me what I need to be, but you never really had enough faith in me that you gave up the factory. Well, this time I'm gonna take that chance, leap into the vast expanse. Maybe it's time to seize my destiny.
you had in mind?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Yeah?
Look at that footwork.
That's because I'm not in heels for once.
Welcome to our future. No longer are we making shoes. We are making 2.5 feet of irresistible tubular sex. So let's do it.
I sold the seeds and I pulled the leather tie.
I put the steel inside the heel.
We go on like dynamite.
Can you picture this? A glamorous fashion expedition. I see flash from lights and fashion lights. I see present television. Let me hear you say
Energy, my pets, and patent leatherettes say whoa. Tell me, is this kismet?
Howard, you are with this West Coast. Everybody say yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome young Ishmael!
What?
Tumbling drag, please.
What? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, not a. Oh my goodness.
No flips for me, Emmy. I'm a non-tumbling drag queen.
Mother doesn't flip. She lives that for everyone else.
Everybody, come aboard.
my God. Intermission. Oh. Oh my God. That was so good.
That last number on not opening night, but the preview that we had before opening night. It's the only time it happened. It didn't happen in any of the rehearsals, and it did not happen any of the actual shows once we opened. But that last part where like I'm climbing up on the table and down on the table, up on the table and down on the table. I've hated those fucking tables since day one ever. Hated them with a passion.
Right.
I am the type of person, I don't fly, I don't tumble. I'm the base of the pyramid. I'm on the floor. I lift people. I am not lifted into. So when the choreographer's like, yeah, so we're going to have you get up on the table and then jump off and then get back on, and you have this much amount of time, I'm like, I appreciate the confidence you have in the abilities to do these things, but also are these tables reinforced? Because I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not exactly a petite woman. So I would like them to, they're like, yeah, the tables will be fine. They're built solid. Like, are you sure? Because again, I am not a petite woman. And if I'm jumping upon the table, the physics, it's going to be my weight plus whatever gravity decides to pull down. So I just want to be certain. So I was fine getting up and down, and it didn't happen until after the curtain came down. So act one ends, curtain comes down, and then we get off the table behind the curtain, whatnot. Whatever reason, that one day I go get off the curtain, the table flips. I fall off the table, bash my ass and I think my shin on like the stairs that are behind me. I'm fine. I had to get up and I'm like, okay, it's cool, whatever. Things were a little sore the next day, but like I was fine. But like ever since then, literally every single show, as soon as the curtain comes down, I stand there, the lights come up, and like 7 people come to the table like, okay. So I'm like, I appreciate this. I appreciate everyone noting on me and making sure that I don't die, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I just need one hand. I just need one person, so I'm not just jumping off this platform, this unstable platform.
They could not have their Lola, like, because getting down and getting injured again. Couldn't do that.
That was a good job. Yes, yeah, the choreographer had them good knees. The choreographer had them good knees and assumed that I had those good knees too.
Right. Like these are older knees.
These knees took me to the window and to the wall, and they've not been the same since.
So how you mentioned this before before we started. It was your first time actually seeing everything. How did you enjoy the first act? And just
I loved just getting to see the final product, because like outside of when we were like doing the rehearsals, once we got into the theater, I got to see nothing if I wasn't on stage, especially once the show started, because I'm not in it for the first 15 minutes, and literally that first 15 minutes, I'm still in the dressing room, getting myself ready. From the time I get to the theater until the time the show is over and I'm like taking off makeup and whatnot, it's all just a race. Like at no point did I have time to like sit and relax or like watch other people do stuff. So it's fun for me to see just like what everyone else was doing on stage when I was in the dressing room, trying not to like die or panic attack or re-put on my makeup, because again, in addition to having like 10 costume changes, they decided in the middle of Act 1, you're getting out of drag. And then Act 2, you're going to be back in drag. And I'm like, intermission is all of 15 minutes. If you expect me to put on a full face of drag in 15 minutes,
right?
Especially with my choreographer having me dance all over the damn place. If you expect me to put on a full face of drag, sweaty, in 15 minutes, this is not going to happen.
You still want to get in RuPaul say, quick drag.
Yes, the quick drag expectations are wild in this show. I don't know how they do it on Broadway. I think from what I've seen, like they have like, I don't know, like almost like the temporary tattoos that where you can just have like water or slap.
Right.
That's what they do with like some of the makeup. So it's just like, okay, bam, you got makeup. So it takes them all like 30, 45 seconds. And I'm like, me, I will have Right. I had to do my makeup myself, so I'm trying, before the show, I'm trying to like seal it as much as I can, trying to make it as waterproof and sealed as I can so that it'll last me. And then before I came out, when I was in the suit doing that change, like I just took like foundation powder. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try and eat this much. I'm not gonna take it off, because if I take it off, I don't have time to put it back off. I'm gonna try and just dilute this as much as I can so it doesn't look like I'm contoured to the gods. I could kind of pass for so then later in intermission, I'm like, okay, the blueprint's there, now I can just kind of fill it back in. Hello, what's it? How's it sauce?
But it was, me, just everyday person. It was so good. And I guess also for me, I couldn't even react because I was so enthralled with everything going on, and just like I was just so into it. Like, so that me being quiet, it's not like I was just so drawn in. I was like, and just seeing you, and also you may have seen it, like I don't know how to describe it. There were certain parts in your singing, especially your solo, where you had this like, went from one note, this note changed, and it was just so silky and smooth, and it's just like, it was just like, woo, I was like, oh, but it was really, I don't know the correct, I'm the type of person where I don't know the correct name of things, but I know when I say it. Right. I know when I enjoy it. Right. I don't know if it's called a Ruperdop or a Westernstein. It's but there was some note changes where it was just so silky and went down and up, and it was just, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. So yes, I enjoy it. I can't wait to see the rest. But there's an issue because especially on this channel, when I start watching with someone, I would like to end with someone. So whenever you can.
So you want to watch Act 2 right now? Is what you're saying? Okay. No.
We can either look.
I'm kidding.
We can either watch Act 2 right now or find another time when you come back on to watch Act 2. It's up to you. Because I mean, if you're available next Thursday, we hold space for you, even if it's like whenever, like, because like usually when people come on and we watch stuff, we can't start a journey. My mom always says you got to dance with the one who brought you, and I like this little two-step that we doing, right? And so
I'll be happy to come back. If you guys will have me, of course. I don't want to take away from,
No, we're gonna have you.
The picnic bitch. I know how much we love him.
Oh, the guy from we're gonna see. This is the whole thing about the channel is that chat really doesn't get a choice in this matter. I want you back, and you're gonna come back. This is I can pretend like I can give him a choice if you're coming back, if it'll make you feel better, but.
Illusion of choice, cats. Sound off in the comments.
Someone once said in the chat, it's a dictatorship, a DC's tatership on this channel, and I was like, oh, that's nice. But yay! Does anyone have any questions for Topher in the chat? Like any questions? DC is a dictator. Hey, you know what? First of all, that's the other channel, the only fan, just one fan. Does anyone have any? Topher, how do you stay so fabulous? That's a question from the chat.
that's assuming I ever got to a level of fabulous in the first place. I don't know. I cry a lot. I dream of men.
You know what? I
watch DC. Whenever DC and Edison kidnapped me for like 6 months at a time to watch next.
I don't other. You know what? Serious. You know what? I
6 months long.
You know what? I already
kidnapped me for an unnamed series that takes 6 months to watch.
Look, at that point, we both in jail. We trying to get out. Okay, you're Eddie Dufresne, and I'm.
I just want to be fine.
I have another question. How did your feet and ankles not want to crumble after wearing those fabulous heels?
There was only one pair, and it was the first pair that I came out in the red dress, that were questionable, where I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do these. All the other shoes I was wearing, I bought like during the rehearsal process, and I just bought them in a size. I've learned to pick shoes that fit my feet. It's good. The first pair of shoes I was wearing, they were older shoes I've had for years and years and years. Like, I first started doing like drag stuff or having performing heels. Like, I have big foot, like a men's 13. So you're trying to find women's 15 to 16. You can't go to Ross. You can't go to TJ Maxx. You can't go to the other department stores and find those. So like, I'd go online, and usually the most I could find was like a 14, maybe 15. So I think those might have been like a 14. So they're already small. But this time around, I just did some more looking, and Amazon was upset. So I just found shoes that actually fit my feet. So the rest of them were dandy. They were comfortable. The hard part wasn't the walking and the dancing, it's the standing still afterward. Because like I can do all of the running and dancing blah 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 wearing the heels, but as soon as I have to stand still, and then my brain registers, oh, you just did all of it. The blood starts going back to my feet. I'm like, okay, try not to like shift too much, stand still, don't make it look like your feet hurt. And then I'm sweating, and I'm like, okay. So it's like, yeah, doing it is fine. The having to sit there and act like my feet aren't killing me afterward was the fun part.
Okay.
It's fabulous, like shit.
The final thing, Snoops. Yes. All right.
No.
Never throw shade. Never on a Tuesday behind the.
When I say beautiful gowns, I mean it. Those gowns are beautiful.
Did you get a reward of a pedicure?
No, but I should. No, I have a thing with people touching my feet. I just prefer to like soak and clean and do stuff on my own. So like, I feel like my feet, they're not ugly, but like, I feel like they're not at most times presentable for me to take them out to have someone else work on them. So it's like, I would like to pre-work on them before I go get them done. Something like that.
It's like brushing your teeth before you go to the dentist.
Yes, very much that. And I don't have time for all that, so I'll go for manicures. So I keep my feet to myself. No hashtag no feet for Sean.
Anyone else have a question? Before the he's famous now. I'm telling you, on the way towards EGOT. This is you.
EGOT. Got my man C.
EGOT. And I'm saying, in fact, I'm actually going to take this stream, and I've been doing it with other streams. I'm editing and put it up on the DC from DC YouTube page, because this is going to be the future. They're going to find it on They're gonna find it in like 10 years and be like, oh, this is where you
Find him and give him money.
So so one of the things that we do here, well, we do a lot of things, but before you get out of here, I like to, because people, actually we get two things if you want the other one. One thing, you can put a song into the stream tube, and we watch that before you go. And then the second one, because you're here on the stream and eventually on YouTube, you're my guest. And you're amazing. I want people to know where they can find you when this stream goes off. Talk about like what you're doing in the next week, where they can find you, YouTube, Patreon, all that kind of stuff. Where is? Oh, there you are. And let me. Oh, there it is. And I want to just to let y'all know in the chat. I mean, also, if y'all don't know who where the tickets, where are the tickets for your shows? Where the tickets for your shows sold out?
I think the closer we got to the end of the run, we started to get really full houses. So the first couple days were decently full, but they were also like in the middle of the weekday. But as like word of mouth got around and more people started to actually see it, we started to just sell out. And the reception was really good. That was probably one of my favorite things about the show, outside of just being able to do it and being fantastic. There are a lot of really great messages I got from people I'd never met that found me on like Instagram or Facebook about how they enjoyed the show or how it, touched them for this reason or that reason. And a lot of people who are, feeling unwanted by family members or estranged from family members because of their identity, this, that, and the other. And just, the show meant a lot to people in ways that I just never thought of. I think that's just like one of the magical things about theater performing in general. Sometimes you might like a show or a song or something for a particular reason, and then someone else sees something completely different to it that, relates to their life or their journey in a different way. And it's just like, wow, I didn't think about that, but I'm happy that it meant something like that for you.
I think that's also, as a side note, I think that's also magical when you're just like, the word of mouth gets you sold out. Because it's like one person saying, okay, I saw this and this is good, and this is it's different from when you hear from your best friend, or as opposed to reading a critic who is like they're paid to be doing this and it's technical. But when you hear like word of mouth is like really strong, like that type of advertising is worth gold, platinum. Like that is amazing too. Like, oh, they started getting around that we were good, and now we sold out. So I see you staying booked and busy. Especially you drag queen with all the little babies. They were doing all those movements.
Listen, they are so insane, and like there's so many times that I told them throughout the process, I'm like, just thank you for being here, because like literally you guys make me look good. I'm like, no, you're so good. I'm like, no. I'm saying what I'm saying. You guys make me look good.
And I thank you for it, because there are probably so many times when they come out and they're doing stuff that you're probably not looking at me. The audience isn't looking at me, and I'm like, good, because I am in a corner relaxing. They're chilling out because the focus is not on me. I'm like, you guys distract them so much that I have a chance to breathe. I have a chance to like chill out, so I'm not just like full cylinders the entire time. Like, you guys make me look good and you guys let me breathe. So thank you for being amazing. They're insane. I love them. So, do you have your song already picked out? I think I do.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that is a jam. That is a jam.
Thank you for that.
So, I am going to take as much time as you need to. I want you to like talk about yourself, talk about every word you provide yourself, and when you're done, then you can just push the disconnect button. And this is your moment. Take it.
I will take it.
All right.
7 seconds.
Well, as we said a couple times throughout, and Topher, if you don't know, hi, nice to meet you. But yeah, I just want to take a minute to say thank you to DC for having me. Obviously, if you've watched DC or Femmes Reacts channel on YouTube, you've seen me a couple of times, more than likely. I've done things with them for years, and I always have a great time, but I think this is my first time, or one of the few times that I've done something with them without Edison's supervision, without Edison keeping us in line, or restraining, keeping us on task. Sometimes me and DC can get a little carried away with our little shared experience. Listen, it's a good time, so I was happy to be here, especially when they're like, hey, we usually do musical stuff, so we know we're introducing different musicals to the audience, and could we use your Kinky Boots? I was like, absolutely. I was really excited, so I was happy to be here. Happy to share just a little bit of what I do, with you guys. Those of you who watch, those of you guys who care, I appreciate you guys. You're amazing. But yeah, I do YouTube stuff mostly. What am I? Topher Reacts official. I forget what the handle is. I think it's at Topher Reacts. Just search for Topher Reacts and you'll probably find me. I'm also on Twitch. That's my handle here. Toff704. I'm on all the other social media things, some variation of Topher Reacts or Topher Warren official. One of those. Just you can search Topher Warren or Topher Reacts, and you'll find things. I'm on places. I do things, average things, sometimes slightly above average, but usually below. I do things, and I like doing things. I piss people off. I do that a lot. That happens with the frequency, and I don't care. Sorry. If I've hated your artist or your favorite series, sorry, not sorry. Yeah, I'm just happy to be here. I just vibe, and whatever I get off here, I will still just be in the comments vibing, because we love the things. I don't know anything about Even Sun, but I've been inspired this evening to investigate. So maybe I'll watch it on stream tomorrow, or maybe I'll just watch it in my own free time. I don't know, because Topher needs to start another series. That's always the thing I need to do. But yeah, I babble too, so that's kind of what's happening now. So I'm gonna stop babbling so you guys can do actual good things with DC and watch Japanese boys be in love and have food and things. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I'll be lurking, friends, and maybe I'll see you next week. Maybe. Oh, I have to hit the buttons. Sorry. Bye.
I love Topher. He's the greatest. That was Topher, everybody. And if you don't know him yet, I'm now you know. And he has all of I shouted him out. He has all the Twitch and stuff like that. He's the greatest. But that's not going to be the last of Topher, you see, because he will be back on the stream at least next week. So we can finish this out. But then, so the stream is just going to get worse from here. The stream was like bad, and it got better when Topher was on, and now we're going back down. We're going back down. It's just we're going to go back into the dregs. Topher's this is the first time I had him on, like he was saying, without Edison supervision, and we do side quests here. We do side quests. We don't keep on to any of that kind of stuff. We always just do side quests. So, all right, see you later, BL. Okay. So, yeah. Hey, I'm actually coming down from a Topher high. Well, that brings our watch of Kino Nametipata season 1 to an end. Oh my goodness. Like it is such like it's like a glass of warm milk. It's just like a good, wholesome series and stuff like that. Like I said, there are special episodes and we'll watch them on stream because there's season 2 and I think this is season 3. And we'll watch them on stream and there's special episodes too. So there's like a whole world. So we're going to look at that through the rest. But that's it for what we have for today. Yeah, that's it. I mean, we're all done. Oh my God, almost 5 hours. 4 hours and 40 minutes. Oh my goodness. And it's like 1:45 in the morning. If anybody, before I end this, if anybody in the chat needs us to hold space before we shut it down actually we're shutting down the watch parties for the week. This is the last watch party of the week, and then I'll be back on the weekend at various times for gaming and stuff like that, but this is it for the watch party. But everybody's good for the weekend. I hope everybody's good. I think everybody's actually good. So, we bring this to an end. So today we got through even more of Even Sun. And then we had the amazing, the talented, the multi-hyphenated Topher, who came in and shared with us his last performance, the days before us. A sold out show at the end. And it was great, and he shared it with us and gave us some background knowledge and things like that. But that was just Act 1. He'll be back next week for Act 2, and we'll get to see the rest of it, and it's great. Finally get him on the stream and have him there. If you haven't followed him on any of this stuff, follow him. He says he does high class good stuff. Follow his Twitch, I shouted out earlier. Follow him on YouTube. Follow his Patreon. He does polls on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Patreon. So go over there, support him. He's great. He's grand. He's groovy. We also we hang out over on Films React sometimes. So, go over there, see what we're doing. And then also we ended it with Kino and ended the season So just to let you know, what's going to be happening, taking the place of Kino Nani Tibeta, is Bangkok Boy. But I've watched up to current with it. So next week, even though it comes out, I used to like do it as a end of the gaming stream. But what I'm going to do next week, next Thursday, Bangkok Boy episode 10, and then episode 11, and then episode 12. So that'll be taking the place of this show for a little bit. For at least the next few weeks. So that'll be that. I'll put that up on the schedule on Sunday. And then everything is basically the same. Oh, no. I have to. Yeah, there's actually going to be doing a bunch of new stuff. I forgot about that. We have to do a bunch of new stuff. I've already picked it out. We're going to have a new series coming on Tuesday, a new series coming on the first slot of anime on Wednesday, a new series on Thursday. We're going to have a whole bunch of new stuff. We're going to have a whole bunch of new stuff next week, so yay. And I gotta get through this. I'll be doing this Sun to Me reaction. I gotta do that tomorrow. And anyway, it's late. I'm baffled, but the pertinent information is that the schedule will be updated by Sunday. I'll update the schedule by Sunday to have, if you go onto the screen and click the schedule, it'll come up with like everything, what I'm watching, the times, who's going to be here, and everything right there. So you don't really have to memorize anything. So I am going to do my closing credits. I want to shout out to everybody who came to the chat. Shout out to Maul. Shout out to Maul, BL, Venus, Sevi, Dojami, Maul, BL, Kieran came through. Shout out to Kieran too. Well, came through. Toja came through. Thank you very much for coming through, Toya. Star Dramas always come through. Hope that you're doing well. And also Shaki came through. Shout out to Shaki. Venus. And yeah. And yeah, that's about it. Everybody came through. So thank everybody who came through for the chat. If I didn't say your name, I apologize. Not that I didn't remember you. I don't appreciate you. I appreciate you. Also, shout out to everybody who lurked. Thank you very much for lurking. I saw your numbers. You count. You make streaming worth it. You never have to say anything. So shout out to you too. Also, shout out to everybody who took the time to watch this long video who gets recorded and saved on the channel as a VOD. Thank you too for watching the video. Also, thank you if you I'm gonna edit this. Thank you also if you watch this on YouTube. If you want to watch the edited down version on YouTube, thank you too. So if you get a chance, come over to Twitch. We have fun over here. at the worst channel on all the Twitch. And that's about it. So I'm gonna end this like I always end everything. I know that the world is scary right now. Oh, good night, Star Dramas. So I know that the world is scary right now. So please, 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 don't forget to take care of yourself and each other. And if nobody says you, I love you today, I love you. And thanks for coming out. Good night or good day wherever you're in the world. God bless. Peace out. Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend. See you on next week or during the gaming. Bye. Bye. See ya. Night all. Bye. You're awesome. You're amazing. You're fabulous. Good night.